Welcome back, Tigers. This show will be featuring personal hygiene, election day, and tardies and performance. School will be closed Tuesday, November 8th. A friendly reminder that class attendance is essential for maximum academic performance. Students are expected to be in each class on time, so those with excessive tardies and absences will receive consequences and parents will be notified. The posting window for 13 and a half weeks closes on Thursday, November 10th at 6 p.m. Students, be sure to stay on top of your grades and submit any missing work before it's too late. Progress reports will be issued on Wednesday, November 16th.
It's time for this week's sports segment. The Falcons have a 4-4 record so far this season. People have differing opinions on the Falcons and what their season holds.
On a streak on the back line of the end zone, hauls in the touchdown.
Yeah, your coaches, you mentioned Coach Smith, he talked about changing the culture around here. And I know culture is big everywhere around the league, but in this culture, in this locker room, what do y'all want that culture to look like?
Oh, winning attitude, man. And it takes it one day at a time, really.
And I will say this first, with rebuilding comes losing.
Falcons have an equal number of wins and losses this year. Their season could go anywhere. That's it for sports. Reporting live for Tiger TV, I'm Taylor Johnson. Let's get started with this week's weather. To start out the week, we have a sunny Monday with a high of 82 and a low of 65. Tuesday will have another nice day with the temperature ranging from 58 degrees to 75 degrees. Wednesday, the weather is going to change a little. The temperature will drop a few degrees but remain sunny outside. Moving on to Thursday, we'll have another rainy day with a rise in temperatures. Ending out the week on another rainy day with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. Make sure you don't forget your umbrella on Thursday and Friday. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Kylene Drowns.
Hello, Tigers. This week is all about personal hygiene and what you can do to take care of yourself.
First off, what is good hygiene?
Good hygiene is the practice of keeping yourself and your surroundings clean, especially in order to prevent illness or the spread of diseases. What are the importance of having good hygiene? Many diseases and conditions can be prevented or controlled through appropriate personal hygiene and by regularly washing parts of the body and hair with soap and water. Good body washing practices can prevent the spread of hygiene-related diseases.
Personal hygiene is important because you are protecting yourself from gastros, infection, diseases such as COVID-19 and the cold and the flu. Me, on hygiene, like personal hygiene, I would make sure I always wash my hands after I use the bathroom. And I make sure I put on deodorant after I take a shower.
Personal hygiene involves taking care of our bodily health and well-being through cleanliness. It means that you bathe using soap and water every day and shampoo your hair regularly. Check your hair for any signs of lice and dandruff, and use a medicated shampoo if necessary. When it comes to grooming, always wear clean and washed undergarments.
Please keep yourselves clean. This is Ron reporting from Tigers TV.
Degrees but remain sunny outside. Moving on to Thursday, we'll have another rainy day with a rise in temperatures. Ending out the week on another rainy day with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. Make sure you don't forget your umbrella on Thursday and Friday. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Kylene Drowns.
Are you registered to vote?
The 2022 midterm elections is going to be held on Tuesday, November the 8th, 2022.
First of all, election is not just a day. Think about it as election season for early or mail-in voting. And the reason it's important is, regardless, even if the person you vote for wins or loses, every single vote casts a voice and an opinion for certain viewpoints, and it signals to the two major parties that there's space or support for different ideas. So, and voting is not the only form of political participation. Contacting representatives, organizing at the local level, all of those are important things. And a lot of people that have really had an impact in American history and changing society oftentimes didn't even have the right to vote. So it's not the only form of political participation, but if you have access to the vote, it is essential. That protests are important, but they need to translate into votes at the ballot.
Thanks, Juan, for your questions on the economy and how that might affect the upcoming election results. There was a Gallup poll published at the end of October that says the economy is the #1 issue to voters this year, so it's clearly important. So basically, if the voters are satisfied with the direction of the economy, they'll vote for the incumbents or other candidates they believe will keep the economy going in the same direction. And if voters are not satisfied with the economy, they're going to vote for candidates they believe will shift the economy.
It could depend on several things. One is people's perception of the economy. Is it actually good or is it actually bad? Two, how much do they believe a governor, an executive, actually has? How much power do they actually have over the economy? The truth is, any executive has to work with the legislative branch to pass budgets or to get spending done in a lot of cases.
Are you ready to vote for the first time? If you're a U.S. citizen, meet your state's requirements, and will be 18 by Election Day, you can vote. But first, you need to register before your state's deadline. Check with your local election office. You can register there, or you may be able to register online at the Department of Motor Vehicles or using the National Mail Voter Registration Form. Your election office may send you a voter registration card listing your polling place. On Election Day, that's where you'll go. When you get there, you may need to show an ID to vote. Then, fill out your ballot. If you don't know how, ask a poll worker. If you know you won't be able to get there on Election Day, you may qualify to vote by mail. Remember, voting rules are different in every state. Learn more about voting at usa.gov/voting.
Remember to vote this Tuesday, November 8th. Reporter for Tiger TV, I'm Pamela Castro.
This week's staff shout-out goes to Miss Curran. Miss Curran is a science teacher at Tucker and has been teaching for over 4 years. Miss Curran teaches environmental science and human anatomy.
What makes me glad about teaching is the kids. I love the kids. They make me laugh every day. Sometimes they can be a pain in the butt, but I love getting to see them grow and their personalities change from year to year. So it's the kids.
Cool things about Miss Curran is that she enjoys roller skating, doing hot yoga, boxing, and of course spending time with her dog Opal.
Miss Curran influences me by helping me improve my teamwork with the many teamwork assignments she assigns.
Miss Curran is located in room A242 and has tutorials on Monday at 3:30 p.m. to 4:30. That's it for this week's staff shoutout. Thank you, Miss Curran, and reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Meklit Tefera.
That's it for this week's show, and I hope you enjoy the Tigers.